Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a werewolf venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have Saoirse O'Donovan, who is definitely heard about the legendary Galliard on Sept and is very intrigued by him. She gave him some time. She didn't want to bombard him right away, so she waited till the next day to approach him. And she's a little nervous about it. I mean, come on, this is a legendary Galliard, and she is a Galliard who tries to be very well versed in the tales of not just her people, but so. Where might she find this individual?
So I know in that obnoxiously large fucking house with the amount of musicians who live in it, they obviously probably have a recording studio.
Of course they do. Yes.
She was directed to the recording studio.
Okay. So she will go there. She actually hasn't been in this house yet, so she's
he is
going
in the West
to marvel. She's going to marvel at the size of this fucking place, which, as time goes on, it honestly just keeps getting bigger because it has to.
There's spirits involved. Don't ask.
Whatever.
Building
Whatever.
Spirit. No,
it happens.
Anyway. Fighter spirits. So he's sitting. Oh, go there.
She's just kind of marveling at the sheer size and glitz and glamour of this place. She'll find her way, and actually, someone will show her where to go.
So in the studio, he's sitting in the recording room, but the door is open, and she notices that he has a pad of sheet paper for like making sheet music. And he's kind of writing on it, and he'll write a couple of things, and what he's playing is a harp. And he'll kind of pluck out the structure for a song, and kind of he's just building a song. He's basically kind of working on it, and he'll write down like the notes that he's been playing, and then he'll go back and start playing the harp again. And that's what he's doing. He's playing a harp and kind of building.
So she hasn't seen anybody play a harp in ages.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not since home. So she's actually going to stand and watch him for a little bit before interrupting.
Okay. He'll go on for about 20 minutes, like basically just kind of building. It's the structure for the song. She can tell that it's a song that's based on a harp. So he kind of gets down a bass structure and then stops, and he'll put the harp back on its stand and smile at her. It wasn't like a grand fucking oh Jesus harp, but a mid-sized one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on him, it was okay. On what some people would have to like lean and hug this bitch, it was more kind of a lap harp for him. So,
yeah, exactly, because of his size. Okay, so he is an entire 2 feet taller than her.
He'll smile at her where he's sitting.
Because she's only 5'3", so it's she's about the same size as Rose. It's funny.
The fun part is he's basically eye level with her while he's sitting.
Right? She'll smile and she'll expose her throat to him. Because her traditions.
He'll get up and he'll come over and he'll nip her neck. Screams the huntsman's fury.
Hi.
Uh-huh. Did you enjoy my song?
She nods. Very much.
I was struck with a bit of inspiration earlier. met someone who stirred my creativity.
She smiles at that. I'm glad to hear it.
Can I do anything for you?
Not really, I suppose. I just wanted to meet you. I came here from Sept of the Green, actually.
Oh, he'll just roll his eyes up and like, oh my, like shake his head. Like it's like one of those I love it but hate it.
Hmm.
I don't know how that sept is going to stand much longer.
To be honest, I don't either. That's one reason why I stayed. Not the only reason why I stayed here, but one of them. One of them. Hate to abandon my brethren, but it's
Well,
probably best to get out.
when you have humans encroaching upon the territory that much, sometimes it's just better to.
Garu can't even live on Sept there anymore. Like,
No, it won't. And it's not healthy to spend so much time in the Umbra that it would require.
if we're there, we have to be in the Umbra for the most part, and but I was tail singer at the Sept.
You know, ironically, in all my blessed years, I've never been a tail singer.
That was one of my main, as the Galliard, ever since before I even changed, was to be a tail singer.
So.
She nods.
And tell me more about yourself.
Well, I'm from Ireland, obviously.
I'll put two small fingers together like I could have picked it up.
I grew up on Silver Tara.
His face is, yeah, as one would expect.
Mm-hmm. Which she just kind of like is. Mm-hmm. My ma is a Philodox. She's decides the destiny.
My mind.
She's Athro. My father's kinfolk, obviously, and I grew up with Metis. She's now in my pack. She's here.
I hear many tales as to where I come from. I find it amusing. Some people say I'm from Russia. Some people say I'm from America. I think my accent, it'll kind of like,
Your accent would obviously stay otherwise.
Ukrainian, Egyptian, born of Russian parents, and all of them are wrong. And he'll smile.
So where do you come from then?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
She thinks for a moment, like, okay, so he already said that Russia and Egypt are wrong.
If it helps and she wants to roll it, my accent for him is authentic from where he's from. Like I've worked on it and practiced.
Oh, okay.
Could make a roll, but his accent reflects where he's from.
actually.
Yeah, I've had people point out and notice he doesn't have a Russian accent.
What would that be? Intelligence academics?
Probably, I'd imagine.
Okay. And she has eidetic memory, so give her a -1. Difficulty. Intelligence. Academics. Ooh. 3 successes.
He says back. His accent's from Uzbekistan.
You know, I was actually gonna fucking say that. That is fantastic. That was what was in my head. I was like, oh, probably Uzbekistan. So she digs into her memory banks. And she thinks for a moment. I'd be willing to wager that you're from Uzbekistan.
Not.
She smiles.
I'm ethically mixed. Ethnically, I am Soviet. Nationally, I'm Uzbeki. I'm a mix of
She nods.
White and Asian. My father was a white Russian, and my mother was from Vladivostok. So I'm an Asian Russian, Mongoloid.
She nods.
And I was born in Uzbekistan, where I was raised.
Well, that is very interesting.
You sit back down. I think you'll find that I'm actually a very quiet person in private. So I hope I don't bore you.
Nay. I'm actually quite used to it. I tend to befriend people who are like that.
He'll smile. I've heard your tales, though.
You have?
I'm a Galliard. It's my duty.
She nods, of course. It's
No.
just...
I think people think that just because I'll kind of air quote, I guess, become a living legend, I no longer listen. I think now I listen even more because my tales are told. I have, I'll shrug, not become irrelevant. It's just my time has passed. For my Iceland days, it's time now I listen and support those that are younger than me.
She nods at that. Some of my tales about myself, I sometimes can't even believe some of the things that I've already done.
I can believe that.
Like, oh, you know, in the Amazon fighting off an elder god when I was a Clea.
Isn't that the way of it, though? You look back on it, the greatest heroes of the nation were always the ones who went in like, what the fuck was I doing?
I didn't even look. The highest ranking one among us that fought him was a Foster, and we won, and we saved the Amazon.
Well, you don't have to fight hard. You have to fight smart. And people forget that. And there's nothing binding the minds of Cleeth and Foster.
That's exactly what we did too. We investigated beforehand. We formulated a plan, and we knew that we weren't going to beat him by brute force.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're correct. Some forget that not every battle can be won by just hack and slash.
Oh, I gave some advice earlier today about, I'll think, fighting the Thunderworm. And I think
She nods.
blew away the mind of the girl I was speaking to. Do you know what it was?
Nay, what was it?
Told her in the belly of most mother thunderworms, their hives. I told her that she should cause the hive to go into war to itself. Weaken and tear apart the thunderworm from the inside.
So I have a fetish that causes. So you probably heard of it. It's a blood jewel.
And smile.
When active, it causes those with rage to possibly frenzy and attack each other. If they would like my aid, I can have my fetish active.
I told her that when you fight things straightforwardly, although it is the most glorious way, it also leaves you the most open to attack.
It does, because when you're fighting one thing, you're distracted and vulnerable for others to attack you. That's why tactics, plans are so important. While it is important to think on your feet, being able to strategize and plan is just as important.
Mm-hmm.
I led my own pack once. Well, I still lead my own pack, but it's just two of us right now. But it's been an interesting ride. I started out as nobody in the pack, and now I lead it. But there's, like I said, two of us left. We've lost most of our members.
Your husband isn't your packmate?
No, I'm actually considering inviting him and his son to join.
Hold on. I love his son's music. I'm a very big fan of his.
I do too, as am I. I kind of fangirled a little bit when I met him the first time.
Put two fingers close together. Like, oh, I will scream like a bitch.
Have you met him yet?
He blushes so deeply that it's quite clear he's too shy to.
Oh, I'll tell him to pay you a visit.
Oh, he like hides in his hair. Like, no, don't do that. Oh God, I just realized Toya is Fluttershy.
He is! Toya is Fluttershy.
Oh God!
So Saoirse is completely Rainbow Dash, especially since her totem is Hummingbird. She steps forward and pushes his hair out of his face. And she just smiles and says, "You are the most adorable thing."
he'll kind of look away, but it's not like a bad, like a shamed look away, just kind of a. I mean, really, I don't even know where to find him. He'll shrug.
I mean, he lives here.
Somehow, His 7'4" frame becomes more diminutive. You don't know how it happened, but he's not quite as big as he was a minute ago. He just shakes his head like, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't even know what I would say.
Say hi. You know what? I'll be right back. She's gonna go grab Liam's fucking ass.
So yeah, he vanishes. She's aware he's still there, but he does vanish from the spot he's in. He'll kind of peek back.
Hang on 1 second. Let me split my screen so I can have the overlays because Saoirse is watching this shit. There's no way she's missing out. Comes back with Liam.
He so let me brain his fucking reaction. So have you ever
Liam has the look on his face that is pretty much what it is on his overlay. On the left side picture. Like, hey.
he plays it cool. He'll pull his shit in. And he'll just he's sitting on a couch or whatever. And he's kind of got his forearms resting on his knees with his hands kind of folded in them, like between. And you can tell keep your cool, keep your cool, keep your cool. Look in his eyes. It's like, no, keep your cool, keep your cool. And he'll say, hi.
Liam steps forward and he shows his throat.
He blinks like he forgot what to do. And then he'll remember, oh, right. I'm this man's elder. And he'll
by 3 ranks though.
By 3 ranks though. And he'll just kind of swallow and lean in and nip his neck.
Oh my.
Try not to pass out.
And he'll right himself. And he'll look at Tolia. He'll say, Soul of Mountains, Raya.
Yeah, you can just call me Tolia. Come on.
Oh, okay. Tolia. I'm Liam Donovan.
I know who you are. Can I have your autograph? I can't smell.
Sure.
He'll open his bag. Cesar, give me the Liam Donovan CD. Get it. No, not that one. Not that one. No, not that. I didn't like your sophomore album so much. I'm sorry. Not that one. That one. And he'll reach in the bag and he'll pull out the album, like the vinyl. Fuck this. You got the vinyl. You invested. And he'll hold it up like squeeze.
And he takes it, and he'll open the CD and take out the inside cover.
It's a vinyl, woman. He invested.
Oh shit! It's a vinyl. Oh my god. So okay, then he'll sign. Yeah, he'll sign the outside of the vinyl cover.
He hugs it when he's done. Like to his chest.
And he even puts like XOXO at the bottom of it.
I mean, he gets lightheaded and tries not to pass out, but okay. He'll take it and he'll very gingerly hand it back to Susie. who will daintily take it in her mouth. Thank you, baby. We'll say to the T-Rex. But it
So,
is important.
Saoirse has fucking curiosity, so she's gonna go over and look in the bag, like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a T-Rex looking back.
Huh?
Well, there's a fucking T-Rex looking back at her.
Yeah, and she startles a bit and goes, blinks. Is that a fucking T-Rex?
Hold on.
Is she friendly?
She kind of runs away for a second and then comes back bouncing with something in her mouth.
She looks. Let's see what it
She has
is.
like what's pretty much a medicine ball to anybody else, like one of those big fucking yoga balls.
Oh my god, she's like a puppy. So yeah, Saoirse's gonna be playing fetch with the T-Rex while Liam and Tony talk.
I'll essentially just kind of gently pick her up and drop her in the bag with her. Like, just go, have fun.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, Saoirse's gonna be playing with the T-Rex in the bag.
Leave the bag there with the flap open so she can come back out, and he'll just look back at Liam. I'm proud of myself. He'll nod at Liam. I'm very proud of myself.
Oh.
I didn't break into tears and tell you I love you. It's a fucking accomplishment.
Oh. He blushes.
Oh god, don't do that.
Sorry. Even though I've put out 3 albums and have done a half a dozen European tours, I still am not used to being famous. All of them?
Come on.
You've seen it. Wait. Okay. You've been to all of my shows.
Well, not the ones where, I mean, we were still kind of in your bar days. No, not those.
No, I agree. That's not my best, but hey, you know, we'll.
There was potential, and I appreciated it.
I'm working on 4th album.
Are you?
I'm having Saoirse and Jesse collaborate with me.
Jesse's a very good musical artist, but he doesn't do anything with it.
I know, that's why I'm putting him on the album. And Saoirse, because, well, have you heard her voice? Oh my god.
Yes, I have heard the heavens move and angels sing. He'll nod. Your father actually has a
It's just I was about to say it's just ridiculous when her and Doss sing. Oh my
Oh god, no, I don't think I could hear that.
Don't go to karaoke with them.
He'll wrinkle his nose. I'm trying to get back into liking to go to karaoke.
Okay, then maybe you should go to karaoke with them. It's fun.
I know, but he'll kind of like turn in a little bit. He's developed a little bit of agoraphobia.
Aw. We can do on sept karaoke.
I haven't been able to sing. He can still play instruments, but he'll shake his head, not singing.
Liam kind of sombers at that. I'm sorry.
I'll look down. When your reason for singing isn't really there anymore. The music that's in your heart. Can I bite his lip? But I can still play. I'm making a song for someone right now.
He smiles. Well, I hope that you get back to singing.
Maybe. Or maybe my time as a singer is done.
I doubt that.
Can you just what else? Look at my fingers going one little song. Just one.
Sure. Well, by now he's probably moved all of his equipment into the studio.
As much as he can without overtaking the studio. Because he plays most instruments.
No, I was meaning by now Liam has probably moved all of his stuff.
Good. I was gonna say, not totally, because that's a lot of shit. So he has a bag with him.
No, by now Liam has probably moved all of his stuff into the recording studio because, I mean, he's sort of the one who's like, no, if I'm gonna live here, we need a recording studio. So here we are. I just read what you said about putting out. So he's going to grab his guitar, which is a very gorgeous red and black acoustic. And he will play. And I will just, for shits and giggles, roll to see how much.
This time it actually fucking matters.
It does. This time it actually does fucking matter, and thank God he has an enchanting voice. Like, shit. So, charisma, performance, and pure breed. Holy shit sticks. He has 14 dice. With a singing specialty, obviously.
A little bit.
Holy shit snacks, that's 10 successes.
Okay, so he dies and then comes back to life.
So pours himself into singing one of his most famous songs. Saoirse even is like poking her head out of the bag, listening, probably tears streaming down her fucking face.
The dinosaur tries to get out of the bag to listen better.
Right.
Better, but her nose definitely pokes out. She'll actually curl up into a little dinosaur ball and go to sleep.
No.
When I say little, I mean a huge fucking dinosaur ball and go to sleep. But yeah, Tully will just when somebody just kind of mentally checks out and just whatever's going on around them just happens.
Yep.
That's where he is. He doesn't quite realize he finishes when he finishes too. So he's just kind of sitting there, not staring at him, but more gazing at him in complete awe and fucking admiration. Like, whoa. He'll process it for a moment and then he'll blink.
When he finishes, he'll set his guitar aside and he'll smile.
You've been staying here, right?
I just moved in here a few days ago.
Okay. I'll nod. And smile softly.
I belong to a seer.
His lips curl, and his finger will stroke the air. Like, come here.
Oh, he does.
Whisper this into his ear. He'll smile, like his lips.
He kind of melts a little bit, like, oh. Of course. Liam's thinking, I couldn't see him belonging to anybody else, honestly.
I really should go back to working on my song.
Right. Of course. Saoirse. And she will hop out of the bag.
The bag was just filled with so much shit that it's kind of hard to really get what's in there. He's pretty sure the Holy Grail is resting somewhere in there.
Right?
I think she just casually kind of picked it up in the desert and tossed it in his bag. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Might need this later. That's what I'll do. Just toss shit in the bag.
She'll look to Talia and she'll say, it was very nice to meet you, and I hope to talk with you more.
Of course. We have to trade stories and song.
Of course. Yes, we do.
I'll smile at Liam.
Liam will smile back and blush a little bit. And the two of them will leave, probably fucking gossiping about how hot Talia is.
He'll open the bag and he'll jump in and kind of pet Susie and kind of touch his nose to hers and like nuzzle his baby. And then he'll go over to the record and he'll hug it again. Like he'll actually go to a part of the bag that's more like a space, like a livable space. And he'll hang it up. And kind of step back and smile. And he has a thought to himself. But I bite his lip and then go play with Susie for a while.
And I think that's a great place to end the scene. So, thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.